Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Pink Sky Tarot. I'm Elle. Hello to everyone who has subscribed so far. I really appreciate you being here. If you haven't, please come join us. Yesterday, I did a video about the energy between the Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. And even in my Divine Masculine readings that I've been doing, there's been a lot of like reunion energy and a lot of forward movement. So today's video is going to be about how the Divine Feminine can prepare for union. I did a video a week or so ago about how the Divine Feminine can help bring in union, but this is going to be about how you can prepare for it, or what to expect, or or what might happen when the early stages of union begin. That way you can be prepared for what might happen or how you might be feeling, because sometimes the feminines can run, so you've been away from your Divine Masculine for a really long time, and then all of a sudden this intense energy comes back in that you thought you were ready for, and then you realize that you're not. So let's get into this and see how the Divine Feminine can prepare for union, or what to expect. So what can the Divine Feminine expect in the early stages of union? What can she expect in the early stages of union? So don't let pride get in your way, which could be that feeling that intense energy and then running because you're not quite, you thought you were ready, but you weren't quite. All right, and then luck is on your side. So luck is on your side because your Divine Masculine has come back. So if you guys have any issues you need to resolve, which that came up in the video yesterday, then don't let pride get in the way of preventing this union, and really talk over those issues with your Divine Masculine and see if you can get them worked out. And also don't let your pride or any ego that you might still be healing get in the way of union. Okay. What can happen in the early stages of union, or what can the Divine Feminine look for or expect? Also, this just came to mind. If your Divine Masculine is still having some ego issues, that might be something that you guys need to talk about as part of that conflict resolution. All right, magic. The magic of the connection. You're going to finally be feeling it and living in it and swimming in it in the 3D, right? Something you've been thinking about and dreaming about, and it's finally going to be present. It's like she's like a fairy mermaid, and this wizard is handing her the globe, and it's like the masculine saying, I'm here, take the magic. So yeah, you can start to feel that magic, that spark. One more, please, for what the Divine Feminine can expect in the early stages of union. Give us another mermaid. Let's shuffle through it. Oh, there we go. Just waiting for the right one. Light. The light at the end of the tunnel, right? That's what I heard. And then you guys are coming into the light. Usually when you're in separation, you're in a lot of darkness, a lot of hermiting, trying to sort things out. Probably went through dark night of the soul a couple of times. Okay, but there's the light. That's what you can expect. And if you see this globe he's giving her, it's full of light, right? That magic light of the union energy kind of coming together. It's like, you guys did it, yay. Now that doesn't mean your work is over, because now you guys have to figure out, how to be in each other's lives regularly, right? And sometimes that can take some time. But, the light is there, coming into the light. You're coming out of the darkness of the separation and the whole first part of the journey of getting to union. So it's really nice energy. Okay. So let's see. What should the Divine Feminine look out for? What should the Divine Feminine look out for in the early stages of union? All right, Seven of Wands. Hey, hey. Ooh, and this is a different card. In this deck, it's called Everything is Fine. And it's basically the Ten of Swords, but it says this at the bottom. But there's a different Ten of Swords. I'll just explain now. So what this card means to me is that you're pretending like everything is okay when things are not okay. I mean, it says everything is fine, and she has all these swords in her back, and she's just kind of looking into her phone, very depressed and sad looking, right? So she's telling everybody that everything is fine when she's not okay. And so, but they're coming out with this guarded energy, the Seven of Wands. You guys need to be vulnerable with each other. You can't pretend like things that are okay. You can't keep your vices and your pain and the bad things hidden from each other, or else you're just gonna get yourself back into running, okay? This could also go back to that conflict resolution that came up in the video yesterday. So you guys really need to make sure you're being straight with each other. So watch out for guarded energy and watch out for kind of fake, yeah, I'm okay, everything's fine energy. All right, let's pull one more for this row. What the Divine Feminine should look out for. Strength. Oh, there's two there. Oh, there's the Ace of Cups. There's that loving energy coming in and the strength. So why would that be something to look out for? Well, you have this guarded energy here and this like pretending like everything is okay, and then you have this love. So what I'm feeling is like, don't let the don't let this new beginning in love, this new spark of love, this new like union, this new start get in the way of being real with each other. Okay? We can get swept up in these emotions of, oh, finally, we're finally together. We can finally start our life together. We can finally move forward. And you might want to keep something from him, or he might want to keep something from you because you're afraid that it's going to mess up the connection, the union, and you're going to chase and he's going to run again. So what that's saying is like, but it's actually the opposite. If you keep things hidden, then you're not being real with each other, and that could actually put you back in runner chaser. So be courageous. Use your strength. Vulnerability is being strong. It's not being weak. So don't get caught up in like the emotions that it makes you hide some unpleasant things. I'm going to get a clarifier on the strength card. Why is strength here? Why is the strength card here? Yeah, you're going into a whole new cycle. So you're probably going to have like tap into some parts of you hadn't tapped into. And you might not have known that, because if you've been good on your own for a long time and then your Divine Masculine comes in, all of a sudden you have this intense energy and and you don't know what to do with it, and you start trying to hide some things that you've maybe not fully healed yet or something. You're going to need the strength to get this new cycle going, because it's going to be different, being with your Divine Masculine every day, talking to him every day, having your life every day, maybe even living together. It's a whole new cycle, and you might have to, you're probably doing really good, but then you have to learn how to be good together. So just make sure you're staying strong. Okay. Let's see what we're going to ask. What can the Divine Feminine look forward to with union, the early stages of union? Remember, the early stages are different than, all right. I'm not going to take these because I haven't fully asked the question yet. Doesn't feel right. All right, what can the Divine Feminine look forward to with the early stages of union? Ooh, the Ace of Wands, that passionate beginning. All right, we have the Empress in reverse. What can the divine feminine look forward to with union? All right, 10 of Cups is in the reverse. We'll get into that, don't worry. And what can she look forward to? Say a 4 on the top. I'll make it even. One more, please, for what she can look forward to. Maybe they don't want to give us one more. All right, we got 2 more. All right, we have 2 of Cups in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. I'm going to stick them together. Some of you are probably freaking out about this, this energy that's come through, but there's nothing to worry about here. Okay, so Ace of Wands, pretty self-explanatory. That passion is coming into the 3D. You finally get to have that, you know, that fire. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Okay, y'all know what I'm talking about. All right, the Empress. Why is the Empress in reverse? Judgment in the reverse, and the 4 of Cups in reverse. Okay. All right, because this Empress is below this everything is fine card, I'm feeling like whatever, you're really going to be able to get into your feminine energy, and your divine masculine is really going to get into his feminine energy. It's probably not going to happen immediately though, okay? Because we have Judgment in reverse, which is facing the truth, you know, yeah, facing the truth. And then we have this thing that's missing. Well, it's not missing because it's 4 Cups in reverse. So I feel like you guys are going to be able to be pretty, I want to say spiritual and like kind of nurturing and connected in that way. Once you like start talking about these things that you might initially want to hide. But I think it's going to be like slow growing. You know, the Judgment Day is there. The trumpets are there. The celebration is there. But if you watched the video yesterday, I said there was like a pause and a pullback after some initial communication. So during that pullback, the Judgment Day is not quite there. You might feel like you're missing each other, but it's just you guys both trying to get into that feminine energy. And you want your divine masculine to be tapped into his feminine energy, because that means that he's balanced, right? All right, why is the 10 of Cups in the reverse? Four of Swords in reverse. All right, so this emotional emptiness that you've been feeling for all those years, that pause is over. There's no more resting, okay? The divine masculine is coming in and he's filling you up with emotions, right? So don't let all that get in the way, right? So it's, what I'm saying is like the emotional emptiness that you've been feeling, yes, that's over. And it, with this being in the reverse, it's saying like, don't let it overwhelm you. You want to feel those feelings, of course, and you're happy that the pause is over, but don't let it come in too strong. But that is something to look forward to, right? All right, with these two together, I'll probably still pull a clarifier, but what I initially felt is that the divine masculine is no longer putting his energy into karmic situations that are not working out. This is a couple, obviously, but a karmic situation does not have to be another person. It could be a job that he was overworking or was not good for him. It could be a family member or friend that was a bad influence on him. But he's like no longer putting energy into these things that aren't working out. It's usually the divine masculine that's doing that, but sometimes the divine feminine is too. So it's like you guys are no longer putting your energy into things that are just never gonna work out. Yeah, we have the Page of Swords, which is like spine energy. And it's, sometimes I feel like it's like a pulling back. Because we have the Knight of Swords here, who's like charging forward, right? With the Page of Swords, he's just watching. So maybe he cuts his hours at work, or maybe he doesn't spend as much time with that toxic person, or maybe he doesn't at all. Maybe he just cuts it off completely. But that's what I'm feeling with that. So yes, look forward to that, right? Oh my gosh. Okay, there's people yelling outside. All right. The last thing is, what does the divine masculine want the divine feminine to know about union? From his perspective, like, what does he want the divine feminine to know about union? Judgment in reverse. What the Star? One more, please, about the divine masculine wants his divine feminine to know. And we have Justice in the reverse. Okay. It's like we have these two cards in the reverse on the other side of this Star. This hopeful energy. It's like the divine masculines know that this is a destined connection, a soul connection. But like I said, the judgment day, the truth, the actually taking action towards things and facing it, it might not happen super fast. It might not happen right away. Like I said, there might be like some initial communication, and then they pull back a little bit. So that he's saying, don't give up on me. Just taking a breather. We need to get some things into balance here. So let's get a clarifier on the Judgment card. I don't feel like that Justice card has to do with a third party. I feel like it's him wanting to bring balance into the connection. Why is Judgment in the reverse? Why is Judgment in the reverse? Fool. Yeah, he's saying, I know the truth. I know what needs to happen. I'm just not quite ready to take the full dive yet, but I know. Okay. That's what this Star is here for. This is the hope, you know. He knows. Okay. Why is Justice in the reverse? I think a lot of divine feminines expect union to the divine masculine reaches back out, and then suddenly you're all like living together, right? And everything's perfectly fine and dandy. Usually, from what I've read about other people's experiences and just kind of reading about this whole twin flame thing, the early stages of union are slow. You know, he might reach out for the first time in a long time, and then he just might need to pull back, or you might pull back because, again, that intensity just suddenly shows up out of nowhere. Why is Justice in the reverse? Six of Wands. See, once this balance comes in the relationship between the twins, then there will be victory. So when you guys first come back together and you're first in those initial stages of unions, things are not going to be totally balanced. Hopefully you will be balanced as individuals, but now you have to be balanced together. And once you start working on that, then there's the victory. So, and these divine masculines, especially if they've come in and out and there's been like a lot of unintentionally like hurting, unintentional pain, or if they just did something that hurt you, they want to come back, strong, and they want to do it right. So they want to, resolve those conflicts that came up in the reading yesterday. They want to bring balance in so you guys can be successful. Okay. All right. I hope that was helpful. If it resonated with you, please leave a comment below and like the video, and make sure to check me out on Instagram. I do daily guidance posts over there that I don't do over here. And if you have an idea for a video, please leave a comment. Just make sure it's a general collective question and doesn't pertain to your particular situation. All right, and I will see you guys later. Bye.